Hey, reader, you remember how all the avant-garde writers and artists used to start off their comic book stories a few years back? You know, no title or logo or masthead or any of that technical stuff. Just a sequence of panels, like they thought they were filming a movie or something. Well, heck, we can be just as arty as those guys. We, too, can start off with some fancy build-up like Eisner or Kurtzman used to do. And even save the company some money by Xeroxing the backgrounds. You know, like in Doonesbury. Then by page 2, we can... Hey, wait a minute, you guys. Slow down back there. We're not through with our fancy schmancy intro yet. And already you're... Ah, fudge. Now everybody's gonna know right off that this story's about Captain Carrot and his amazing zoo crew. So, we introduce our cast, starting with the good Captain Carrot himself.
Hey, Toto, want to race? See, to that railroad crossing up ahead?
Fastback, the Terrapin Tornado.
Anytime y'all are ready, Captain.
Also, Pig Iron, Yankee Poodle, Rubberduck, and Alley Cat Abra. Rear. Barely squeezed them all in before.
I just realized, Fastback, this is like that old story. You know, the one about the tortoise and the hare.
Shucks, why so, Tis? It's gonna have the same little old ending, too.
Hey, don't them two juggalos see there's a train coming?
They're too wrapped up in their race. I'm not even sure even my magic can stop them in time.
Give up!
No, I always do my best in this stretch.
And speaking of stretch,
I'm willing to call it a tie, pal. How about you?
Suits me, Boss Bunny.
nice save, Rover.
How about me? I know I'm the mammal of meadow and all, but we've come a long way from New York. And I gotta wanna wait to wag.
Will this help, Pig Iron?
Great, huh? Thanks. You and your magic wonder sure come in handy, Farina. Anybody see a roadside roller disco around?
Soon, in the nation's color-splashed capital.
And as President of this United Species of America, it is with great pleasure and massive doses of humility that I present this special commemorative plaque to the superheroes known as Captain Carrot and his amazing zoo crew. For their courageous, selfless action in halting the strange devolution rays, which were reverting many of our finest citizens to a bestial state. And I especially want to thank Yankee Poodle here, who sent out the press release which told us how they accomplished that astonishing feat. Because frankly, none of us had ever even heard of them before.
We're honored, Mr. President. The plaque will look swell on the wall of our headquarters.
If we ever get a headquarters.
Furthermore, it will give me even greater pleasure to
Bring your necks, you costumed cretins!
Yes, to ring your blazing buzzards. I didn't mean to say that, my friends. Where did that horrible booming voice come from?
From over here, President Nine Fillmore!
It came from the Lincoln Memorial.
I thought having the statue of Abraham Lincoln address you would get your attention, zoo crew. Brotherhood speaking. Founder and general manager of the secret cabal known as acrostic. Arrogant cutthroats repeatedly and outrageously subverting this innocent country.
Huh? Brotherhood's the masked guy tried to make me join his gang.
You must have a mic hidden in the statue.
Never mind that, you bovine bumblers! I wanted you to know that my organization is taking over the USA, starting now!
Who you calling bovine, blockhead?
And just how did you intend to do that?
3 of my special operatives are even now set to conquer the land, the air, and the sea. Either you can all go live underground till I conquer that too, or you'll have to fight my agents in the following convenient locations.
When the ominous voice fades,
We'll split into 3 teams. A.c.r.o.s.t.i.c, you come with me.
no, with me. Nah, me.
Gotcha, see she's just itching to team up with me.
Just do something, please, before I'm out of a job. I'm the captain of this squad, so I'll settle the matter in a true leaderly fashion. A.c.r.o.s.t.i.c, you come with me.
Doesn't anybody want to team up with me?
I will, Miss Rova. I never was real particular.
Let's go, boy. There's too much dialogue around here for me anyway.
You could say that again, if there was room.
Media Calico Comics introduces its new ad for Patreon and other links. It includes paid comics of Werecat and other projects. It also includes webcomics of Ken Canary. It includes fun stickers for everyone, as well as comic dub movies and series. So be sure to go to these links and support my Patreon. Uh-oh, we just noticed that between our artsy-tartsy first page and all the other stuff we had to cram into 4 pages, we forgot all about working in a splash page, let alone a title for this issue. Oh well, we'll worry about that tomorrow. After all, tomorrow is another day. Meanwhile, here's Captain Kurt and Alley Cat Abra in Fly the Fiendly Skies.
Tell me, Captain, what makes you think Brotherhood will strike here?
Please, Felina, make it Roger when I'm out of uniform, okay? All we know is he said that one place he was going to strike was in the air, high over the Appaloosa Mountains. And we can't get much higher in the air than we are, without tripping on leftover tiles from the space shuttle.
In the last quarter of the 20th century, the technology of this world we call Earth-C has put cross-continental air travel within the reach of most of animal kind. Every creed and color and subspecies, every ethnic group and ethical persuasion has the privilege of sitting cramped in a cattle car-sized cabin, his neighbor's elbows jabbing his ribs, eating warmed-up food served by warmed-over stewardesses. Yes, animal kind has conquered the air, though not without paying, shall we say, a price.
Are you alright, Roger?
Terrific. If my stomach's supposed to feel like it's on a spin-dry cycle.
You lame, miss? How may I serve you? Coffee? Tea? Milk? The movie's about to come on. Perhaps a set of earphones?
Earplugs, maybe?
Pardon?
Captain?
Skip it. Just bring my friend an extra airsick bag, will you? He's, kind of new to flying.
Maybe plotting the next issue of Just a Lot of Animals will take my mind off my bread box. Let's see. If I team up Super Squirrel with Wonder Wabbit, then no use. Can't concentrate on comic books now. Not with acrostic on the loose. I see the movie. This flight is one of the old classics.
Pardon me, Roger, but may I have a spare bag?
Why? Getting airsick?
No, seen the movie.
As in the cockpit.
Look! Do you see what I see?
I see it, but I'm exercising my constitutional right not to believe it.
The passengers in coach, alas, have fewer options.
Roger, that's not part of the movie. It's too real looking.
Luckily, I didn't.
How can you eat a carrot at a time like... Oh, I forgot. With so much confusion, nobody will see my magic wand to change me to alicadabra.
Or me too.
Captain Carrot.
Nice trick. How'd your mask and pants just pop up like that? You must tell me how you do that sometime.
I will, as soon as I figure it out myself. Come on.
Coming! Soon as I close this hole that big claw made. I wonder who or what.
It's one or the other, Abra, but I'm not quite sure which.
Yesterday, I was just a jailbird in a gilded prison cage, where I've been cooling my ears since the late 1950s. Brotherhood busted me out, slipped me a special formula that turned me overnight into a superpowered giant he calls Jailhouse Rock.
We come looking for a buzzard, and we get a bio.
Well, dig this and dig it good. Anybody who wants to fly from here on had better kowtow to acrostic, or I'll be grounding him permanent.
Before you go on, Rock, you should know that you have the right to remain silent.
In fact, we'd almost prefer it.
You also have a right to a lawyer, and...
Yeah, well, you got a right to a doctor, fuzzy ears. And if I was you, I'd get busy dialing. 'Cause Brotherhood is giving out cash bonuses for any of you zoo crew clowns, dead or alive. He'd shell out more bread if you're alive. But what the hey, I'm not greedy, so...
I'll stop him, Captain.
Abra, no!
Sheesh, if I'd known it was gonna be so easy, I'd have told Big Daddy Hood I'd catch two for the price of one.
Dropped my wand. Hard to concentrate all of my powers without it.
Don't sweat it, chick. I'll pick the pin feathers on this beak neck and... Huh? No, he's got me talking that leftover 50s jive talk.
Not for long, Whiskers.
You said it, since you seem to like that era so much. I'll just see if I can't drop kick you back into it.
Uh-oh. I'm not as good at that yet as Pig Iron is. But at least I made him drop Felina.
Here, Abra. Will this help any?
Well, I could have levitated down anyway. Maybe even tossed a minor spell or two.
Yeah, well, as far as I'm concerned, Pussycat.
But with it,
I'm gonna use it for a toothpick when I take a bite out of you.
Oh? Well, I'm prepared to meet you halfway on that, Rocky. Come to think of it, I'll meet you more than halfway since I've got Wanda here back. You take one end, Captain. I'll take the other, and we'll have him surrounded.
Check. I'll play a rock tune on his head.
Yow!
While I materialize a ton or two of salt on his tail.
Still using that greasy kid stuff, huh? Remind me to wash my feet when I'm through, or I'm liable to slide all the way back to the Capitol.
Music to my ears. This cage ought to hold our overstuffed jailbird till we can send the police for him. Or should it be the Air Force?
Main thing is, he's out of action, and acrostic is -1 of its 3 enforcers. I've got to say, Felina, it's been a blast teaming up with you.
Same here, Cece.
Guess we'd better get back, though.
Say no more. A wave of magic Wanda, and we'll be there faster than you can say.
Assuming you wanted to, that is. Fastback and Yankee Poodle in. See America Third. For those who prefer to view the historic and natural panorama, which is the United Species of America, rather than merely clouds and birds at 30,000 feet. For those who wish to get the real ground level feel of the country. Also for those who shake with fright at the thought of anything taller than Tony Perkins. Hot, hot, hot. And yeah, we suppose we could have squeezed the overall title to this issue's story into this panel, but there's still plenty of room left, not to worry. And inside Great Hound's finest,
imagine me, Rova Barkett, well-known celebrity interviewer, traveling coast to coast in a bus for Pelican's sake. Thank heaven nobody's recognized me. I'd never live it down. And where's Timmy Joe Terrapin? He's not just slow, he's immobile. Of all the laid-back losers I could have teamed up with, he left for the restroom an hour ago. Of course, it did take him 20 minutes to get there, but still.
Hard to get much of that rest, though, without so much as a pillow in here. Sure is a great idea, this restroom thing. We don't have nothing like this back in the Okie Dokie swamp where I growed up. Hey, Miss Rova.
What'd you call me?
Rova is your first name, ain't it, Miss Barkett? Shucks, y'all ought to see that little old room back there. It's got...
I told you never to call me by that name in public, you hayseed on a half shell. What if somebody heard?
We didn't hear him, but we heard you. Dude, just like on the TV.
Rova Barkett? Here?
Can I have your autograph?
No! Marley Branders! What's Les Whaler really like?
Driver, stop this bus! Either these morons get off, or I do!
Anything is high, Letty.
Just like in the movies, huh, Miss Rova? You know, it happened all night with Stork Gable and Claudette Coldbear.
Slow burn.
Later, and aren't you glad we cut out all the panels where nothing happens?
Sure wish something had happened to answer all our questions, Miss Rova. Like, what's Brotherhood up to? How's he gonna conquer the whole US of A with just 3 guys, and
what?
And what's Brotherhood really like anyhow?
Turtle, I don't see how anybody who can run so fast can think so slow. Sizzling celluloid!
Now we know why we ain't seen much traffic going the other way.
And you won't see any from here on. Compliments of kongaroo. Alright, inside there. This is the mammoth marsupial speaking to you. You're all going on the trash heap as my blinking hostages. Till your blinking president surrenders to acrostic.
Oh, I'd ask y'all to punch me, Miss Rova, if and it wouldn't smart so bad.
Actually, I think we're both likely to be kind of busy for a while. You can let us off here, trucker.
Thanks. And we'd be much obliged if y'all could give the army a phone call for us when y'all stop.
Sorry, but that'd be a toll call. 'Cause I ain't even slowing down till I get to the Canadian border. Bye!
Typical. If you want anything done, you've got to do it yourself. Would you mind zipping me up, Turtle?
Soon as I finish changing myself, Miss Rova.
Now, who else is office weak enough to think he can get past kongaroo to...
Huh?
What's all these bleeding stars pushing against me?
Just a free home demonstration of animal magnetism, Hopalong, courtesy of Yankee Poodle.
Now that y'all got his attention, Miss Poodle, why don't y'all stand back and let Fastback take him? In my friction-proof costume, I can run faster than a speeding bulldog. And if I ain't quite as powerful as a locomotive, I ain't exactly chopped chitlins either.
Fastback! No! Watch out for his tail!
Shoot him out. Looks like he got me coming and going.
You won't be going nowhere from now on, you blinking suckerball with legs. Ever since Brotherhood turned me into kongaroo, I've been wanting to put me blinking foot down on something, and it looks like you're it.
I am helpless, 'cause I fell on my back. Looks like the end. And here I was thinking it's barely past the middle.
With the
Yankee Poodle, you saved me with your power of attraction.
Yeah, well, she don't do much for me, matey, and neither do you. I want that blinking bounty Brotherhood's paying for you zoo crew bleaters.
See? And my pop always said I'd never be worth nothing.
Look out! Here he comes!
Splitting up on me, are you? Well, that ain't gonna save you.
He's right. My magnetic powers barely slow him down. He's so horrendously huge, so staggeringly cyclopean, well, you get the idea.
Hey, kongaroo. I don't know how it is down under, but where I hail from, it ain't good manners to step on a lady. Why don't y'all try chasing this reptilian rocket for a spell?
You just signed your own death warrant, matey. So help me, I'm gonna smash your so flat Brotherhood can use you for a will-to-wallaby rug.
Y'all probably would, if I was dumb enough to stick around till y'all land. But I just remembered I got this little old lunch day back in the capital.
So you're taking the fall, sweetheart.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Huh? I get a bad feeling about this. Shucks, I'll never find out how much I'm worth.
Turtle, I wouldn't touch that line with a 10-foot pole cat. Come on, let's head east.
Rubberduck and pig ironing don't make waves, or much of anybody else for that matter. The perils of parallelism. Each of our previous action-packed chapters has been 5 pages long, no more, no less. So a foolish consistency dictates that this chapter 2 take up precisely 1/5 of our scintillating story, even though, if for no other than scenic reasons, we can think of at least 2 colorful quadrupeds who wouldn't mind if we continued it clear into next issue. To wit.
You really think this is the way to track down Brotherhood's seagoing super agent Pig Iron? I mean, it's a big ocean, and the SS Lust boat only goes 3 knots an hour.
Who cares? If nobody from acrostic shows up, that's just a weight off my mind. And I do better with weights with my arms anyway. Imagine me, Pointer X Toxic, star of stage, screen, and underground comics, reduced to taking a singles cruise. Oh well, it's good research for my new book, Here and Loafing on the High Seas. Phew, it's hot enough to fry eggs on my tummy, which ain't a bad idea, now that I think of it. By the way, how come you came on this cruise as Bud Wendell's instead of rubberduck?
Oh, I don't know.
Look, it's Bud Wendell's. I saw the longest yarn 10 times.
Fortunately for our stalwarts, the star-struck young ladies can neither hear very well, nor can they read comic book captions. And soon,
What a washout. By the time one of Brotherhood's hoods attack this tub, you'll be collecting rent on the rest of the world. Besides, I'm thirsty. Don't want to give away my secret identity, though. At least not till I have a book deal all wrapped up. So I'll just mix myself a malted so fast nobody will know quite what's happening. What's happening? See?
Hey, look who's coming.
Yeah, by Rachel's world famous movie star type person, right? I'm Captain Dunbar Doo-Doo, and I was wondering if you'd mind taking part in our show tonight, right? We don't have any police cars you can wreck, but we'll let you sink one of the lifeboats, right?
Sure, Captain. But why don't you ask my casual acquaintance Pink Iron here, too?
I would, right? But I'm afraid I never quite heard of him, right?
You know, for an extinct species, you sure know how to hurt a guy and... Now,
What's happening? Right?
we already did a bit, Featherhead.
No, look! The captain's been grabbed by a giant frog's tongue.
and where a giant frog's tongue comes, can a giant frog be far behind? Not to mention more priceless parallelism besides. Or hadn't you noticed how all 3 of our bad guy behemoths popped up at exactly the same point in every chapter, all of which precludes our squeezing our main title onto this page too. But not to worry, the last chapter has 7 pages. Anyway,
Toadbar doo-doo! For years you foiled me at every turn, but now, thanks to acrostic, I shall have my revenge as frogzilla.
This has been a paid commercial announcement.
Help! It's a monster!
We're in trouble, Big Iron. That bozo's something else.
Why? Just because he's bigger and the whole boat?
No? But did you ever try to talk with your tongue wrapped around a dodo? Well, I'd better hide for a couple of seconds. So I can turn into rubberduck without anybody. Hey! Is the deck tilting like crazy all of a sudden?
No, I'm just playing baseball, and I'm sliding into home plate backward. Of course it's tilting, big boy, and I could use some help!
Uncle Velbold! He's not the only one.
He must not be 99% pure.
Well, who is these days? Glad he didn't wind up as a paperweight in Davy Longshark's locker, Pig Iron. How about you up to tackling that overgrown tadpole with me?
And twice on Sunday with me, buddy. I'll knock him clean to Calaveras County. The heck with your ship, Dodo. Or even those A.c.r.o.s.t.i.cs. It's you I was after this time.
You keep saying that, but why, Rot? I never saw you before in my whole life, Rot. Honest, I never remembered, Rot.
We gotta distract him somehow.
Hey, Frogzilla! I hear even your mother's warts have warts.
That tears it! I'll squash you two so flat I could use you for a lily pad!
Oh, maybe I overdid it?
There! Pancake City! Scrunched him so bad I can't even see him! Well met, Fly Breath. You missed us. You couldn't find your own behind with both hands and a compass. No? Well, I won't miss this time, pig!
And neither will we. Hopefully. Ready, Pig Iron?
Ready, Flesh Pants. Wet the whip.
Please don't say that.
You saved me, Rot. And you got him, Rot.
Just like the swing shot got gold wires.
And I'm not even without sin, as they say. Pipe yourself aboard, pal. But who's that?
Believe it or not, this is what frogzilla turned into when he got conked out.
Why, it's Jay Fenimore Frog, Rot. My next door neighbor back when I was a landlubber, Rot. I always wondered what happened to him after I joined the Merchant Marine, Rot.
Well, now you know. I never once got a chance to get the best of you in the old days. But Brotherhood gave me a chance to get even.
And you lost. Again.
Yeah, but wait till I get out on parole.
well, still no overall title for this issue's story in sight. But look at the bright side. At least we've got as far as the Terror on the Domain.
Where are they, Hubert? Where are the zoo crew? Or should it be, where is the zoo crew? Decisions. Always decisions. Why me, Lord?
How should I know the zoo crew's whereabouts, Mr. President? Am I a zookeeper?
No, Hubert H. Hangdog. You're only my vice president, and not much of one at that. That should have been a lesson to me. Never choose your running mate during a total eclipse. What matters now, though, is if it or they don't get back, I may have to surrender the country.
These the ones you're looking for, Mr. Prez?
Yes, yes, yes! Tell me, Captain Carrot, quick, before I go quite mad. Is zoo crew singular or plural? No, I mean, of course. Did you defeat the negativistic nabobs of acrostic?
Did we which?
That's what we're about to tell you, Mr. President.
If we could get a wide in wedgewise.
A.c.r.o.s.t.i.c and I polished off a bird called Jailhouse Rock.
We put him back in the jailhouse, splitting rocks.
Yankee Poodle and I sorta tripped up a little old giant kongaroo too, y'all.
I think he went clear through to Australia.
Looks like a clean sweep. Thank 'cause Pig Iron and I totaled a toady called Frogzilla.
Ha! That brotherhood won't dare show his face mask around here again.
Pardon me, Mr. Prez.
What is it, Hubert? You know you don't have to hold your hand up to be excused to go to the... Huh? Good goosebumps! Out that window! What was it you people were saying before about brotherhood?
Now be fair, Mr. President. Technically, that's not brotherhood.
No, that's not true, Captain. It's the statue from Lincoln Memorial, and it's walking. It's shaking its fist too, if y'all want to get down to it.
I'll do more than that, you vapid vertebrates!
Gesturing mystically with her magic wand, A.c.r.o.s.t.i.c zaps the costume sextet outside the White House.
Thanks, lady. But you know, that kinda tickles.
Never mind that, Pig Iron. What's on your murderous mind, Brotherhood? If it's you we're talking to again.
You know it is, Carrot. This is the second time you follow-ups have ruined my best laid plans. Or the fourth, depending on how you're counting. And if I live to be 80, it's going to be the last.
Duck, everybody! Of course y'all are, Doug. What else?
You don't scare us, Hood.
Oh no!
Well, maybe just a little.
Next instant, as the cloven-hooved Colossus prepares to lower his towering two-toed foot on the zoo crew, we finally get a chance to sneak in the title of this issue's story, to wit, and now, acrostic. Look, we didn't say it was worth waiting for, did we?
You guys swam out of here for a second and let Pig Iron stop this titanic tootsie. Remember, I got more muscles in my head than you got in your whole bodies.
You don't hear us arguing with you, do you, pal?
Yahoo! You did it, Pig Iron! Though I'm still not sure that means you're stronger than I am. But that's not the point right now, is it? The point is, go get 'em, Zoo Crew!
Magic Wanda and I can mystically immobilize this arm.
This little old tornado I scared up ought to make his right foot awful shaky.
Give an itch. I wound up a pig in a blanket of concrete.
That reminds me, I forgot to buy a new Cupid statue for my backyard fountain.
Gotta keep his forearm tied to his knee to take the weight off pig iron. I'll take a mighty hop off the White House roof and see if my feet are feeling lucky today.
If I were feeling hopelessly corny, fella, I'd say you just lost your head.
I can't tell you how glad I am you're not feeling hopelessly corny, Captain. But you got him.
You mean we did? It took all of us. But look, people, I guess there was more than just a microphone in that statue before, after all. Come out, you.
Alright already. Sheesh, you don't have to get nasty about it.
Brotherhood.
Who'd you expect? Henry Fonda?
You're lucky you caught us on one of our non-violent days, Hood. Alright.
Wait, that voice. I know that voice.
Sure you do. It was mine.
No, I mean him. Brotherhood.
Yeah? Well, my mask's glued on. Wild horses couldn't get it off.
Maybe wild horses couldn't, but my magic can.
Well, as long as it wasn't wild horses.
It is him. Feathers Fillmore. My very own brother.
Hiya, sibling.
But how could you do it? How could you try to conquer the whole country while I was president?
You could think of a better time. I figured once a foul up, always a foul up.
Yeah, but you forget about the zoo crew, buddy. You're lucky I didn't waste ya for turning that creep armadillo loose on me.
You know what, Hood? You're more than just an ungrateful brother. You're practically a traitor to your species. Yeah? So what are you gonna do about it, spaghetti neck?
Soon afterward, all is quiet once more along the Tomain River. Or are you the one who hadn't figured out yet where we got this chapter's title from? Quiet, that is, except for...
Y'all hurry up and finish sweeping up the debris now, here. We still got a whole little old statue for y'all to put back together. Ah, shut up!
We're not in that much of a hurry, Fastback. Pig Iron and I can hold these pieces up all day. But where'd the captain wander off to? Oh, I see. He's still trying to think up a plot for the next issue of Just a Lot of Animals.
Well, actually, Felina, if the truth be known, he's sort of got one.
Let's see now. This giant robot grabs Aquaduck while Batmouse and the Crash run in, and the Green Lambkin.
Where do they get all those crazy ideas? Meanwhile, having had enough of Worthington, D.C., and who hasn't, we surreptitiously switch our scene to a certain secluded part of the Okie Dokie Swamp. Many miles to the south, a place of mystery, menace, and general muck. On April 23rd, 1923, old Alfred E. Newgater trudged downriver toward that very spot. Corncob pipe in his mouth and a dream in his scaly head. He had heard that a buried treasure waited there for the one who was brave enough to venture forth into the swamp's remotest part to find it. The last thing anyone ever heard from him was a blood-chilling, milk-curdling shriek, indicating either that he had found what he was looking for, or else that it had found him. We said he was brave. We didn't say he was all that bright.